Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the kitchen. It is Coca-Cola week here on Iowa Live, and we're going to cook using some Coca-Cola. And we're talking about a bunch of different flavors of Coca-Cola that are available that you might not have thought about using. So we're going to go through three things if we can here real quick. And first talk about the magic of Coca-Cola, and especially the cherry vanilla Coca-Cola that we're going to use right here. How about this? We're going to make a brisket. And here is a brisket that we have here. This is a flat brisket. And we are simply going to use a marinade using the cherry vanilla Coca-Cola. And we're going to show you how simple this is. You take it, you put it in one of these gigantic zipper bags, which is probably one of the greatest inventions ever. So depending on how big of a piece of meat that you have, you are just going to dump the cherry vanilla Coca-Cola in the bag. Now you have that done. Now you're going to grab some Worcestershire sauce, about a quarter cup. If it's a little bigger cup, maybe give it a little bit more. Put that in there as well. And then some smashed garlic. And here's how we're going to smash the garlic. Now we have our garlic cloves here. We have them, you know, it's sometimes it gets all over your fingers. You need a slick way of peeling them. I'm going to show you the slick way. You put them in a bowl like this, cover it up. Then you just take it and shake it. Just go crazy and go nuts. And as you're doing this, the skins will come off of the garlic, believe it or not. So when you reach in, there they are, skin free. Here's another one here. And we want to get about 3 or 4 of these. We're going to set this aside here. We are going to take our knife, put it on the cutting board here, and just crush it. And crush it. So you're going to take the garlic and smash them like that, then take it and simply toss them in the zipper bag along with your brisket. So there's the recipe. We're going to throw the recipe up on there. That is it. If you like thyme, we'll throw some thyme in there too. If you have some fresh thyme, throw that in there. And then you're going to let this sit. So take a look at the recipe here. It is that simple. It is cherry vanilla Coca-Cola. It is Worcestershire sauce. It is smashed garlic cloves, and then 2 to 4 sprigs of fresh thyme. Now you take this and you're going to put it in the refrigerator, and you're going to let it sit there overnight. You're going to let it sit there for a day. If you want to let it sit a little longer than that, you can do that as well. And then it will be time to start cooking your brisket. Take a look at the video here and show you how the brisket looked. We put ours on the grill, so we could take a peek as to what that looked like and the progression. There it is at the beginning. Now the grill is set for 225. If you're using an oven, same type of thing, you let it go for 225. Now what you want to do is you want to get this brisket up to 165 degrees. Now once you do that, then it's time to do one more step. And the next step is taking it and wrapping it in foil and pouring a little more cherry vanilla Coke over it, sealing it up, and then cooking it until it gets up to about 200 degrees. That is the magic number. And when it comes out, folks, after it gets up to that 200 degrees, you let it sit for just a little bit. Here it is. Here's what it looks like. Isn't that amazing? We have it in the studio too. Look at this. Now I want to show you how tender this is. 200 is the magic number for this meat because that's when it's going to start falling apart. Look at that. Look at how juicy this is. I'm going to cut one more slice here. It's falling apart as I'm slicing it back here. Look at this. Absolutely. And the cherry taste comes right through there. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, so we have our brisket that we marinated in the cherry vanilla Coca-Cola. Let's switch over, and now let's do chicken, okay? Hang on, gotta swallow that. We are gonna do something using orange vanilla Coca-Cola. Yes, if you haven't had it, it is really amazing. And the orange vanilla flavor and the ingredients we are gonna use gonna give this a little oriental twist, oriental flavor to what we're gonna be making here. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. So here we go. We're gonna start easily with just a little bit of oil and some chicken. We're gonna use some wings here today. Put this down over here, and we're just gonna brown the chicken with the oil. Okay, now once you get that done, you're gonna get some scallions, some green onions, a whole bunch of them here, and you're gonna toss that in, okay? You're gonna get a little ginger, about a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, maybe a half, depending on how much chicken you have. Now we have a little more than a pound in here. And we have some garlic, some fresh garlic. We're gonna put about a half of a clove in there. We only have about a pound in there now. So we have that in, and we're just gonna stir that around just for a little bit, just to make sure we get the flavors all over. There you have the ingredients right in front of you. That's what it looks like. right now. So the chicken's nice and brown. You can use any parts you want. We're using wings here. Now, once that gets done, the key is the orange vanilla Coke. Now you're going to open it up and put it in just until it's about maybe halfway over the chicken pieces that you have in there. The wings that we have here, about a half a bottle is what we're going to use here. You can see what it looks like here. Again, I'm going to hold this up for you. So it's just about halfway, covering the chicken. Then you're going to take some soy sauce. Just about a quarter cup of soy sauce. Add that to the mixture. We can show the video here. We can show it cooking down. And as this cooks down, you want to continue this for about 20 minutes or so, 20-25 minutes, so the chicken gets cooked thoroughly to about 165 degrees is what you want chicken to be cooked at. Now you're going to notice that as this cooks, it's going to reduce down and it's going to start to get a little thicker, which is exactly what you want. Now, when it gets closer to the end, what's going to happen is you want to be able to make the sauce thick so it sticks to the chicken. Now, here's what we did. We took some cornstarch. We put some water in a little container, and we shake it all up like this. And then the cornstarch and water, we're just going to add that to the mixture when it's hot. And what's going to happen is when you stir it around, it's going to magically turn this sauce, let's get the rest of it in here, turn this sauce into something that will stick to all the pieces of the chicken as it gets heated up. Now, as a topper for this as well, we want to take some sesame seeds and throw some sesame seeds in there to give it some more really unique flavor. So as this thickens up, what's going to happen is it is really going to come out here. I'll show you what it looks like here. Here is what it looks like when it's all done, and you can see how the sauce, again, this is amazing. It's going to get all over your face. Make sure you have a roll of paper towels because it's going to get all over your face and you're going to love it. You're going to be dipping things into it. It is that amazing that you're going to try that. Now for dessert, real quick, we have another Jell-O dessert, and this one is really simple. Charlatan, the food charlatan created this one. This is cherry Jell-O, cup of boiling water, cup of Coca-Cola, and then tart cherries, chopped up tart cherries. You put it in there, set them up in individual containers, and you're good. So there we have marinated brisket. There's the recipe for the tart cherry Coke gelatin. Really, really simple. You can add whatever other fruit that you want added to it as well, but it is really neat. So use Coca-Cola and all the different flavors. The cherry vanilla Coke for a marinade for beef, the orange vanilla Coke for chicken, and Coca-Cola for some Jell-O that you're really going to love. It is that simple. It's all Coke, and man, it rocks. Don't go too far. We are going to be right back with another guy that rocks, Professor Jeff Stein, next here on Iowa Live.